This is Jamie Boyman, Longview. I'm here at 299 Automotive, as you can hear, and I'm here with Barry Warren, owner. And you, I guess you had a vehicle brought in that had fueled up at Murphy's, right?
Yes, sir.
And so what was the deal with that?
So really don't know quite yet what happened to it, what's in the tank or anything like that, until we get the fuel line off and get a sample of it. But we're assuming it's probably diesel or water in the tank.
Okay. So it's, I guess you can't just tell. You have to get a little sample out.
Yeah, we're definitely going to get a sample before you can just tell what it is. We try to smell through the tank there, but you know, it's a capless system, so you can't really get the vapors out of it.
Yeah, okay. And so, so I guess you were told that this person fueled up at Murphy's.
Yes,
and then there's another vehicle too, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, there's a lady called me this morning and said she got gas at Murphy's and kind of doing the same thing. Your vehicle won't run, so it's supposed to be getting brought in later today.
Okay, so what does it do to a vehicle?
It do various things. You know, it depends on if the vehicle is running or how much fuel got into the system that was contaminated. Most of the time, we are able to get away with cleaning the injectors, flushing the fuel lines out, dropping the tank, cleaning everything out on the inside, and then put some fresh gas in it. That's the best case, and then no parts are really needed except for fresh fuel. Worst case is probably need injectors, maybe a fuel pump, you know, if it takes it out. Diesel motors are worse. Most of the time when it gets gas in the diesel, you're going to have to replace the injection pump, possibly some injectors. Definitely have to flush the lines, drop the tank, and that cost goes way higher on a diesel motor than a gas.
Yeah, I would imagine. I mean, well, obviously, you know, the more work you do, the more it's going to cost.
Yeah.
And so, but I guess just by listening to the engine or hearing about the symptoms of the vehicle, you can't tell whether it was diesel or just bad gas, right?
Yeah, not at the moment, no. We always get a fuel sample when somebody says that, you know, they filled up just recently and then the vehicle's running bad. That's the first thing we always go to, because it happens more than you know.
Yeah, you know, things get contaminated.
Yeah, all the time, especially all the rain we've been having.
Right. And so, I guess your advice, if you fill up your vehicle and it starts sputtering, would just pull over?
Yeah, pull over, shut it off, call a tow truck, get it to your local mechanic.
Yeah, because I guess the longer you try to run it, the worse it'd be.
Yeah, it could definitely cause some engine damage. If it starts running lean or something like that, you can cause damage to the O2 sensors or even pistons and stuff like that, you know, for sure.
That would be really bad news.
Yep, make for a bad day.
Yeah. And so, so yeah, you know, typically you drop your car off at a mechanic because it's broken without an appointment. It's going to take a little longer.
Most of the time it does take a little bit longer. You know, we try to accommodate, you know, especially in emergency situations, but we do have appointments later from last week, so we've got to kind of accommodate those first. And then, you know, sometimes when we can, we'll try to get in here and at least get a diagnosis so we can get the ball rolling for in the future when we know what we need to do on that.
Yeah, parts if needed.
Parts needed, yeah.
And then, so how much would something like this run? Like best case scenario, worst case scenario?
So best case on this, he's going to be looking $300 to $500 to drop the tank, clean everything out. Worst case, he may need a set of injectors on the gas motors. It can get upwards around $1,000. A diesel motor, it gets a lot more costly because the injection system, the fuel filter, the fuel injectors, those get costly. So that typically runs about 10 grand for those.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's an expensive mistake, I guess,
Big
of some kind here.
Yes,
but we don't know officially really what happened yet. Well, thanks a lot, Barry.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. He's got stuff he's got to do. We'll have more later on KLTV7 News and KLTV.com. Don't drop that wrench on your foot.